Lily was a very small kitten, with fur as white as a fluffy cloud and eyes the color of bright green leaves. She had one little gray patch over her left eye, which made her look like a tiny, cuddly pirate. Lily lived in a cozy yellow house with a little girl named Mia. Mia was Lily's best friend in the whole wide world. Mia had gentle hands that knew just the right way to scratch behind Lily's ears. She had a soft voice that would sing Lily lullabies when it was time to sleep. Lily's favorite thing to do was chase the little red dot from Mia's laser toy, skittering and tumbling across the living room rug. Her second favorite thing was curling up on Mia's lap, purring a rumbling, happy song that made them both feel warm and safe. One sunny afternoon, Lily was napping on her favorite spot on the windowsill, soaking in the warm, golden light. A tiny breeze tickled her nose, and she twitched her whiskers. Suddenly, something magical fluttered past the window. It was a butterfly, but not just any butterfly. This one had wings that shimmered with all the colors of a rainbow. It sparkled like it was covered in fairy dust. Lily's sleepy green eyes popped wide open. She had never seen anything so beautiful. The butterfly danced in the air, looping and twirling just outside the slightly open door to the garden. Forgetting all about her nap, forgetting all about her cozy sunbeam, Lily was filled with a single thought. She must catch that sparkly, wonderful thing. With a soft thump, she jumped down from the windowsill. Her little paws went pitter-patter across the cool wooden floor. She slipped through the open door and into the bright green garden. The grass was soft and tickled her paws. The world smelled of sweet flowers and damp earth. And there it was, the rainbow butterfly, resting on a big pink rose. Lily crouched down low, wiggling her bottom back and forth, just like she did when she was about to pounce on her favorite toy mouse. Her tail twitched with excitement. 1, 2, 3, pounce! She leaped through the air, her little white paws outstretched. But the butterfly was too quick. It fluttered up, just out of her reach, and danced away. Lily landed in the soft flower bed with a gentle poof. She shook the petals off her nose and bounded after the butterfly. The chase was on. The butterfly led her past the big oak tree at the end of the garden. It led her under the gap in the wooden fence she had never squeezed through before. It led her across a meadow filled with tall, swaying grass that tickled her chin. Pounce, pounce, pounce. Lily ran and leaped, her little heart thumping with the thrill of the chase. She was so focused on the shimmering colors that she didn't notice how far she was going. Finally, the butterfly soared high into the sky, caught a gust of wind, and disappeared over a line of tall trees, a final sparkle of rainbow light before it was gone. Lily stopped, panting, her pink nose twitching. She looked around. The big oak tree was gone. The familiar wooden fence was gone. The cozy yellow house was nowhere in sight. The world suddenly felt very, very big, and she felt very, very small. The happy smells of Mia's garden were replaced with strange new smells of damp leaves and distant roads. A little shiver of fear ran through her. "Meow," she called out. Her meow sounded tiny and lost in the big, quiet meadow. She tried again, a little louder. "Meow." But the only answer was the whisper of the wind in the tall grass. Mia. She needed to find Mia. She closed her eyes and tried to remember the smell of home. It smelled like Mia's sweet shampoo, like warm milk, and like the chocolate chip cookies Mia's mom sometimes baked. She put her nose to the ground and started to sniff, sniff, sniff. But there were too many new smells. She couldn't find the right one. As the sun began to sink lower in the sky, casting long, spooky shadows, Lily started to feel very scared and very alone. A tear welled up in her green eye and rolled down her fluffy white cheek. She curled up into a tight little ball at the base of a big, unfamiliar tree. Just then, she heard a soft sound from above. "Hoo-hoo? Hoo-hoo are you, little one?" Lily looked up. Perched on a branch high above her were two enormous, round, golden eyes blinking slowly. It was a big, fluffy owl. He tilted his head, looking down at her kindly. I'm Lily," she squeaked, her voice trembling, "and I'm lost. I want to go home to my Mia." The owl, whose name was Professor Hoot, nodded wisely. Being lost is a worrisome thing. The world is a big place when you are a small kitten. But don't you worry. A home is a place you feel in your heart, and your nose can help you find the way. Close your eyes, little Lily. What does your home smell like? "It smells like sunshine on the rug, and my special blanket, and Mia's hugs," Lily whispered. "Very good," Professor Hoot hooted gently. "Keep those smells in your mind. Walk towards the setting sun, and let your nose be your guide. Be brave, little one. Kindness can be found in surprising places." With a silent flap of his giant wings, he swooped off into the twilight sky. Lily felt a little bit braver after talking to the wise owl. She stood up on her wobbly paws and started walking towards the orange glow of the sunset, just as he had told her to. Her nose was twitching constantly. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Her tummy rumbled. She hadn't eaten since her breakfast. As she padded through a small patch of woods, she saw a flash of busy, bushy-tailed movement. A family of squirrels was scurrying up and down a tree, chattering and collecting acorns for their dinner. A young squirrel with a particularly fluffy tail scampered down the trunk and stopped in front of Lily. "Chatter, chatter! Hello there! You're not from around here, are you?" "No," said Lily sadly. "I'm lost. I'm trying to find my way home to my yellow house." The squirrel, whose name was Squeaky, tilted his head. "A yellow house? Is it the one over that way, past the noisy river with the big, happy red flowers in the front?" Lily's ears perked up. Mia's mom planted big, happy red flowers every spring. "Yes, I think so. It has red flowers." "Well, that's a long walk for little paws," Squeaky said, looking at Lily with sympathy. He nudged an acorn towards her with his nose. "Here, for the journey." Lily sniffed the acorn. It wasn't her usual food, but she knew it was a kind gift. She gently batted it with her paw to say thank you. "Thank you, Squeaky," she meowed. "You're welcome. Just keep going that way," he said, pointing with his bushy tail. "Be careful of the big puddle the humans call a pond, and listen for the singing birds in the park. You're getting closer." Then, with a flick of his tail, he scampered back up the tree to his family. Feeling hopeful, Lily continued her journey. She walked and walked, her little legs getting tired. She passed the big, shimmery pond Squeaky had mentioned and saw her own reflection, a scared little kitten with a gray patch over one eye. She kept going. Soon, she came to the edge of a park. It was getting dark now, and the park lamps were glowing like friendly moons. Lily was about to cross the soft grass when a huge shadow fell over her. She froze, her fur standing straight up. A deep, loud sound rumbled through the air. Woof! Lily's heart went thump, thump, thump. Standing in front of her was a dog. A very, very big dog. He was the color of golden honey, with long, floppy ears and a tail that was wagging so hard his whole body wiggled. Lily prepared to hiss. She had never been this close to a dog before. But the dog just lowered his big head down to her level and gave a gentle sniff. His nose was wet and cold. Well, hello there, little fluff ball. You smell like little girl hugs and warm milk. Are you lost? Lily was surprised. He didn't seem scary at all. She nodded her tiny head. Yes, I'm Lily. I'm looking for my Mia and my yellow house with the red flowers. The big dog's tail wagged even faster. My name is Barnaby, and I know a yellow house with red flowers. My human and I walk past it every evening. It's just on the other side of this park. Hop on, little one. Your paws look tired. Barnaby lay down on the grass. Hesitantly, Lily crept closer. He smelled like dog biscuits and freshly cut grass, but he also smelled kind. Gathering her courage, she climbed onto his broad, furry back and snuggled into his warm fur. It was surprisingly comfortable. Barnaby stood up slowly and began to walk. From her high perch on his back, Lily could see everything. They walked past the swings and the slide, and then, up ahead, she saw it. A street with houses, and on that street, a familiar, warm light glowed in a window. Suddenly, a smell hit her nose. It was a wonderful, delicious smell that she knew better than any other smell in the world. It was the smell of her mom baking chocolate chip cookies. It was the smell of home. Her little body wiggled with excitement, and then she heard it. A voice, faint at first, carried on the night air. "Lily, Lily, come home, kitty kitty." It was Mia. Her Mia was looking for her. Lily couldn't hold it in any longer. She filled her little lungs with air and let out the biggest, loudest meow of her entire life. Meow! Barnaby stopped right in front of the yellow house with the happy red flowers. The front door burst open. There, standing on the porch, was Mia, her face streaked with tears. "Lily!" Mia cried out, her eyes wide with relief and surprise. Lily scrambled down from Barnaby's back and ran as fast as her tired little legs could carry her. Pitter, patter, right across the lawn and into Mia's waiting arms. Mia hugged her so tight. "Oh, Lily, I was so worried. I looked everywhere for you," she sobbed, burying her face in Lily's soft fur. Lily purred and purred, rubbing her face against Mia's chin. She had never been so happy in her life. She was home. Mia's mom came out with a warm blanket. She looked at Barnaby, who was sitting patiently, his tail thumping a happy rhythm on the sidewalk. "Well, look at that," she said, smiling. "It seems you had a very big helper, Lily." Mia carried Lily over to Barnaby and gave his big golden head a gentle pat. "Thank you for bringing my kitten home," she said softly. Barnaby let out a happy woof and licked Mia's hand before his owner called his name, and he trotted off down the street, his tail wagging a proud goodbye. Inside, the house was warm and bright and safe. Mia gave Lily a bowl of her favorite yummy warm milk. She wrapped her in her special soft blanket and sat with her on the couch, stroking her fur. "I'm never letting you get lost again," Mia whispered. She showed Lily a brand new collar. It was soft and blue, and on it hung a tiny, shiny silver bell. Jingle, jingle. It was the sound of being safe. It was the sound of being loved. It was the sound of being home. Curled up on Mia's lap, with a full tummy and a warm heart, Lily the little white kitten closed her green eyes. She drifted off to sleep, not dreaming of sparkly butterflies, but of her best friend Mia, the rumble of her own happy purr, and the sweet tinkling sound of her new bell. She was exactly where she was meant to be. If you enjoyed the story, please like the video and subscribe to the channel.